This is a great picture of my son. He used to come with me to go visit clients. This was in the A room of a studio called Windmark Studios, and he's sitting at an SSL console, and they had these big George Osberger ish kind of speakers in there. They had like double 15s, and the horns were kind of thinner than what you would think with the Osberger speakers. And then he also had these subwoofers that you filled them up with water to create the mass so they would work for the room. So this room, you can see there's a Studer in the back, his Pro Tool system, but Michael Marquardt owned this studio, and later he sold it to the Neptunes. So this is when the Neptunes had it, because you can see the samplers in the background and all the MIDI gear all back there. So it was funny when Michael had it, everything was absolutely perfect in the place. And when the Neptunes took it over, it was just chaos, but controlled chaos. I even talked to Chad Hugo about, organizing things. And he said, no, 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 no. I love it the way it's disorganized. I'm more creative in that way. And that was fine. If that worked for him, that was great. But it kind of became that. Also, when it was Windmark, the room next to it was the B room, and that's the room that Serbin was always in at the very beginning, and he paid a flat rate for the room, and he would work out of there. And there's another picture of me and Serbin and John Haynes, and that's in the B room. That had an SSL in there too. And when the time came to sell the SSL in the other room, I arranged to have it go over to Vintage King, and we needed to move it. And I remember I had a pizza party. I got like 10 pizzas, and I invited everybody I knew in the Virginia Beach area, and we disassembled it and moved it for Vintage King so they could get it out of there. And eventually in that B room went a big D control console. But this picture is great. My son's probably like 10 years old. This is around 2008. So it brings back memories. So like I said, the whole facility, and it was big. I think it was on like 3 acres of land in Virginia Beach, got sold to the Neptunes, and then they took it over. And I'll do another video and show you some pictures of what they did. But it was just interesting with Chad. I remember one day he came in while I was in the studio, and he said, well, we're going to paint this room green. And it was just like a lobby area. And he just got the paint, and he just started painting. And then he got tired and stopped, and it really wasn't a great job. But he wanted to do it, and I was just watching him do this, and I was going, this is just crazy. So there's my son's name is Joseph. He's sitting at the console. It's just great, this pose, because he looks like he's working on a mix, and he's just not getting everything right.